Carlos Alcaraz overcame Alexander Zverev in a titanic epic 5-set duel. Having won that game, Carlos Alcaraz has reached the final of the Australian Open for the very first time. But there was this particular moment in the third set when Carlos Alcaraz was getting treatment. Now this enraged Alexander Zverev. Alexander Zverev went over to the officials. You could see that he was continuously telling the chair umpire that this is not on. The chair umpire tried to placate that, see, we are only trying to help him or we are trying to help you, but it just didn't cut muster. He went and ensured that he had a confrontation. Now, what did Alexander Zverev allege? He alleged that Alcaraz is getting treatment for cramps. You could clearly hear him saying on the mic, it's unbelievable that he gets treated for cramps. We can't use this term, but that's the term he used. You are protecting these two guys all the time. The two guys meaning Carlos Alcaraz and Yannick Sinner. Now, cramps, that is what Alexander Zverev has alleged. What does the rule say? Can you get treatment on court for cramps? The ATP, WTA and the tennis federations have all formulated this particular rule when you have to look at treatment on court for cramps. And the rule is clear. General fatigue, dehydration, muscle cramping caused by exertion are classified as non-treatable conditions. So cramping, dehydration, fatigue, not allowed to be treated on the court. It's clear cut. What is permitted? Medical timeouts are permitted only for treatable medical conditions such as injuries or acute illnesses during play. Suppose you got a physical injury, ankle injury, shoulder injury, hamstring injury, back injury. If you can recover and other kind of illnesses, say continuous vomiting, then all those other things, upset stomach, then you are allowed a medical timeout for 3 minutes. But apart from that, cramps are not allowed to be treated. So what is the protocol? Supposing a player has an injury, what is the protocol? The protocol is players experiencing cramps may be assessed by medical staff. So what Alexander Zverev was having an outburst was, it was against the medical staff. But treatment is not allowed if the condition is ruled to be exercise related. As I said, muscle cramping, exercise related, not allowed treatment. The determination rests solely with the tournament's medical professionals and not chair umpire. So Zverev protesting as a chair umpire made no sense. That is why he had to go and confront the medical professionals. But there is a grey area. The grey area is, that was pointed by Andy Murray, who is one of the experts and has won Grand Slams in the past. Murray is saying, difference between cramp and an injury becomes very blurred. It is a grey area. It is being treated as an injury in the thigh. Was Carlos Alcaraz suffering a hamstring or a thigh injury? Because you could clearly see after the match, he was struggling to walk a bit. He was limping. But he pulled through with the sheer force of his mental strength, and that is why, egged on by the crowd, he managed to win. But Murray points out a very relevant thing. Alcaraz is justifiable in saying that I've got an injury on my thigh, I'm getting treatment, I'm not cramping. Now, Alcaraz also admitted after the post-match that, see, I was struggling in the middle of the third set. Physically, it was one of the most demanding matches of my career. I've been in these kind of situations before, and I knew what I had to do. When he was experiencing the tightness in his thigh region, that was when he asked for the timeout. Ironically, Zverev won the third and the fourth set. The rule is there. Cramps are not allowed to be treated on court. But the grey area is the player can say, I've got an injury in my thigh that is bothering me. It's maybe a muscle strain. It could be something else. So that is why, did the rule benefit Alcaraz? Did Alcaraz use a loophole in the rule? Was Zverev correct in his outburst? Or do you think Alcaraz had a genuine injury? You can write to us in the comments below. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.